Well, hello again, all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching Georgia Beer Reviews. Back at you today with another one. And what I'm looking at today is the Highwire Loves AVL. It's a Vienna style lager with high noon coffee. So, this is a collaboration beer between Highwire Brewing out of Asheville, North Carolina. There's their logo. And Dissolver Brewing, which is also out of Asheville, North Carolina, and they are using High Noon Coffee, which is a local coffee roaster in Asheville, North Carolina. So this is a collaboration between three different companies in North Carolina: Dissolver Brewing, Highwire Brewing, and High Noon Coffee Roasters. Um, it's interesting, Vienna style lager with coffee. That's a unique combination. You don't really see that a lot. This is a 5.2% ABV beer. And I have had a lot of beers from Highwire Brewing Company. They're usually pretty good, so I have high hopes for this. I originally got this beer for Bumpy's Vienna style lager Multi Monday, but I ended up having to work really late and was unable to join. So let's go ahead and pour it up and get into it. Nice pour. A deep amber color, nice 1.5 finger, relatively creamy looking khaki colored head. The aroma definitely has that Vienna style lager malt character. Some caramel, light toffee notes. Nice bready malt character, some lightly toasted bread notes coming through on the aroma as well. You know what I'm not getting? I'm not getting any coffee, which is kind of nice. I was hoping the coffee would be kind of subtle because a Vienna lager it's a great style, and the malt character really speaks with a good Vienna lager, and coffee seems like it might kind of be counterproductive to this particular style, but I'm not getting any coffee on the nose. It just smells like a really good Vienna lager. Nice malt forward with a little bit of an earthy hop note on the aroma as well, and that's pretty much it. So I am salivating and thirsty. So without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. So the nice malt character is coming through right away. Some nice caramel and toffee notes. A little bit of a bready malt note as well. Some nice lightly toasted bread. The coffee is definitely noticeable on the palate, although it's not overpowering. It's just a nice, subtle little note. It complements the other flavors in the beer. It adds a little bit of bitterness to kind of balance out the nice malt forward presentation that you're getting with this beer. Yeah, the coffee is actually perfectly balanced with the other flavors in the beer, which is a little surprising. I was kind of wondering what this would be like because it just doesn't seem to fit, but they made it work very well with this beer. Mm, very nice. Of course, at 5.2%, you could session this, drink a few of them, no problem. The body is on the higher end of light, not quite on the medium side, but getting up there. I think the coffee kind of gives it a little bit more body than it would have otherwise. Nice, you know, with the bready malt character and the sweetness up front. The finish is very crisp, clean, refreshing, relatively dry as well, which makes you want to go right back in for another sip. So a very well balanced beer. Huh. It's strange, but it's good. I say strange. It's not really that strange. It mostly just tastes like a Vienna lager. But that little bit of coffee just adds a nice little something extra, a nice little complexity to it that it wouldn't otherwise have without being overbearing and overly pungent bitter on the finish. Very nicely done. Pour a little bit more. There we go. Top it off. Just a nice beer. Highwire Brewing has been putting out great beers for a while now. I've had a lot of their stuff. They've got some really good stouts. Um, this beer is a winner. I'm gonna go with a 94 out of 100. I think it's a pretty solid A beer. Vienna lagers are nice, sessionable. You get a little bit of extra oomph with the coffee in there, but it's not overly done. And there's a nice balance between the malt character and then the bitterness from the little bit of that earthy hop note, as well as from the coffee on the back end. Um, Nice, light, crisp, clean, refreshing, pretty sessionable brew from Highwire. I would definitely recommend it. If you like Vienna lagers, you would probably like this. If you're not a huge coffee person, you might still like this because the coffee is not overpowering. It's got a nice balance between the malts, the hops, and then that little bit of coffee on the back end to provide a little extra bitterness to kind of balance out that malt forward presentation like I was talking about earlier. So a winner, 94 out of 100. Highwire loves AVL. Vienna style lager with high noon coffee. Buy it, try it, let me know what you guys think. That'll do it for this review, guys. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.